volunteers to start us off, let me know. In that case, Stuart.
Obviously, a chasing afternoon for your side in the end. What's your reflections or learnings on that?
Yeah, it was a painful, game for us, no doubt about that. There's no doubt the opponent was too strong for us today in all aspects, and we weren't able to find the solutions to the quality they had or the problems that they give us. I think it was a really good game for 27 minutes from our point of view, really even game. We competed really well. Certainly could have had the first goal. There was chances both ways, but we could have had the first goal. It was a really similar flow to, our best games and best performances here against some of the big sides. But after the first goal, their confidence and quality went to a level that we weren't able to cope with, and they completely pulled away and took the game away from us. We still had some moments and opportunities, but we weren't able to punish them. And any mistakes that we made, they, ruthlessly punished them and showed their quality. The last 20, 25 minutes then, whatever it was just a time when the team had to stick together, show character, and try and stem the attacks that Man City were having. I think the group did a pretty good job of that. But yeah, a really, really difficult day, difficult game. It is what it is.
New territory for your team, staff, as a group of players. The journey that you've been on, is this lessons to be learned from today? And what would the main ones be, would you say?
Yeah, I think it's, playing against that level is new to us. There's no doubt about that. It's not, we know how quickly we've climbed the ladder. There was a couple of occasions last year where we were outclassed by teams, but we still found a way to have an incredible season. But certainly today and on one or two occasions this season, we haven't been able to hit the level. And if you can't hit the level in the performance and the opposition have a very good day, then the game can completely get away from you. In terms of what we'll take from today, yeah, I think there's a lot of things we need to reflect on it. We need to analyse it. We need to have some good, honest conversations. I think the start of the game, I had lots of positives. The first two goals were on shape and everyone's behind the ball. We didn't defend well enough against the moments. So we were structurally fine, but we didn't defend the incidences well enough. We had some organisational issues either side of half time after that, which we didn't manage well enough. But having said that, I think we give them problems and organisational issues with the ball as well. But we weren't, we didn't have the execution to go and punish them today, and they punished, every mistake we made and any issues that we had. So yeah, I think we needed to manage that phase better. And it's not the first time this season. It is difficult, but we need to do it better. There's no doubt about that. We needed to manage the phase better when the game got away from us. And then there's the last phase of the game where, some individuals really stood up, showed some real leadership on the pitch. The group stuck together. The crowd were fantastic. They showed an amazing togetherness with the group of players on the pitch. The group of players on the pitch stuck together, and we need to take positives from that, because those are the qualities and some of the qualities that have helped us do what we've done up until this point, and those are the qualities that we need to build on for the future of the team and future of the club, and that was certainly shown at the end of the game today.
Still here, boss.
Yeah, was that a showcase for the gap between promoted clubs who've come up from the Championship and the very best of the Premier League, the established Premier League?
Yeah, I think so, but I think Man City are better than that on that day, to be honest. I think Man City can do some of what they've done today to some of the better teams in the Premier League and to some top-class European sides. The level of their execution, it wasn't like our goal was absolutely peppered or, we didn't get out of our box. The level of their execution was just that high, and they've done that to better teams than us over the last few years. And once they scored the first goal today, they really hit a top gear. So I don't think today was necessarily just about the gap from the Championship or from the EFL to the Premier League. I think it was bigger than that. It was the gap from that to, in that level of form, maybe still the best team in the world, and that gap was pretty big today.
Yeah, yourself.
So you come 3 days off like pretty physically demanding Brighton game. There's obviously like the festive period as well. Like physically, where is your side at now after quite a tough run of fixtures, and then how much will it help, I guess, having full week, a few weeks to work on the team?
Yeah, I think it was an issue and it has been a challenge. There's no doubt about it. I think it's quite a few games in a row, to be honest, we've been giving up lead time into the game. So Man City's tough anyway, but to have, Thursday night to Sunday afternoon is our quickest turnaround of the season. So to have that before we play Man City, I think we give up days in all the games before that as well. We've had injuries and players, probably coming back in quicker than what we would have wanted. If I'm honest, Omari's probably had to come back in the team quicker than what would be ideal in terms of his sharpness, and there's other instances like that. So yeah, I think it's a tricky spell for us from a physical point of view. We're coming out the back of a really busy winter spell. The group's been down in some positions. We're trying to work back towards full fitness. Individuals are trying to work back towards full fitness. We've got new players coming into the group who don't have fitness and match fitness to the level that, they would want to be at yet, and trying to integrate all of that and get back to our best condition through an incredibly difficult run of games that we've had has been really, really tough. And I think we've, in general, done a pretty good job of it. But today we weren't able to do well enough, and I think that was part of the issue. Again, we have 1 day less than Liverpool, but it's a better run-in, so we'll get a few days training next week, which will be beneficial. A few days play, with the players who are coming back from injury, and with the new players after Liverpool, we have a week to Southampton. And look, I think it's, from that physical point of view, I still think we've got a challenging couple of weeks ahead. But I think if we keep doing the right things, if we stick together as a group, if we work well, I think in a few weeks' time we can be in a much stronger position to attack the end of the season.
Phil.
What did you say to the team?
And we didn't speak too much. I think the time to speak is going to be when we get back to the training ground on Monday. I always give them my thoughts on the game from an honest perspective, which is pretty much what I've shared with you already. So I'll give them an honest perspective on the game. A few players have the opportunity to speak if there's anything they want to discuss in the group, and then we'll take it to the training ground and we'll own it. We'll own the things that we could have done better. We'll analyse the game. We'll reflect on the areas we need to improve. We'll reflect on the positives from the game as well, because to be honest, for 27 minutes, I think everyone would have, if the game stopped then, said, oh, what a really good performance, and how incredible Ipswich have done to compete with Man City. But the game doesn't stop after a good start, and we'll certainly learn from the bits that we didn't do well enough, but we'll also take some of the positives of the start and of the finish of the game from a mental point of view, and we'll move forward. We know we got Liverpool away next week. We know it's another massive challenge. So we're going to need to show, an incredible amount of character next week at the training ground and going to Anfield next week, and that's what we're going to try and do.
Thank you, everyone.
Cheers, guys.